Hey guys, give me a brief second. We'll see who we have here. Hope you guys are having a good day, good Sunday, and I hope it's been a good weekend. I'm gonna bring up my desktop. Easier to read comments. I see we have Stitch here. Hey Stitch. We have Jessica. Hey Jessica. Hey Zane Edit. How are you? We just started. Sorry. I think I'm a minute late. Maybe 2 minutes late. Hey there, Michael. Michael, what's new? Alex says, good morning, my friend. Hope you had a great day so far. So far, it's been a pretty good day. That is the young yogi. Looking like Jesus' cousin, Dinesh. Well, we're all family, right? How you doing, CC? Let's see. Jessica says I was hiding. Well, I'm glad you came out. Hey, the ambulance is here. Jane, how are you? Give me 1 second. I don't know why you're not modded. You've always been modded. You always will be modded. Jessica says I'm so overwhelmed. What's going on, Jessica? Hey, JR. Hello, Yogi. Seen you work out with Jace today. Great collab. Funny too. It's always funny with Jace. That's for sure. Yeah, we were just getting a few burpees in. It's supposed to be a recovery session. Tell you what, I would recover better if we did 50 burpees instead of 100. But Michael says, how's your day going, Yogi? So far, it's going pretty good. Like I said, I got reps in with Jace. It's what, 1 o'clock? And I went out for a walk, went out for a run, 100 reps with Jace, meditated twice, breath work twice, 2 rounds of yoga. Got my writing in for the day. My second live stream, third live stream for the day. It says, your hair is looking beautiful today, Yogi. Which one? The one over here or the one over here? And there might be a few scattered in the back. Thank you for that, Stitch. Hey, Anna Marie. Anna Marie says, good afternoon, Miss Yogi, and amazing people in the chat. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I hope you are too, Anna Marie. Thank you so much. Let's get you underwhelmed, Jessica. Hey, Swicky. Going fishing, but have a wonderful day, and like with a thumbs up. Hey, good luck fishing today. If you're still here, what are you going out after? Anything in particular? Hey, Anna. Annika says, just Jess, I'm so sorry that you're overwhelmed. Sending virtual hugs. And if you need to talk, we're always here. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Anna Marie. Jessica says, I think I'm going to stick with my corner today. All of it. Thank you, Stitch. Cope Demon Hunter fan says, TF. TF. Hey, Abigail. Abigail says, hi. I'm helping everyone mod today. Yeah, always a big help, Abigail. I always appreciate you. Camila says, can I share the drone video for my van, please? Yes, absolutely. Cookie says, thank you. You're welcome. The hair never leaves because it migrates south. I think it's migrated south all the way off the tip of my toes. Cookie says, walleye and perch today. Awesome. Hey, Shirley. Shirley is with Hulk Joe for a while. Be back. Be back shortly, right? BBS. Be back shortly. Nook says, guess what, Yogi? Almost done with the third chapter of the ebook. Written 27 pages, which includes 27 pages, which includes all 3 pages. And let's see, our friend Jamulance, aka Dottie, aka Jane, says, I would love everyone to play all my videos to help my watch hour goes. Watch hours grow. Absolutely. Hey, Trending. Trending says, sharing this on my community. Thank you so much. Anna Marie says, that's amazing mystery. Trending says, thumbs up too. I appreciate that. He says, troll the Weed Edge by Channel Walleye. Love it there. Dadgum. Such language, Michael. Dadgum. Dadgum typos. Gamma says, thanks, Eric. It's short. It took a few hours to put together. I'm glad you shared it. Swiki says, have a blessed day. You rock. Thanks so much, Swiki. Jessica says, Eric? Yes. So, Jessica, have you heard me talk about somatic practices? Somatic practices are a way of grounding ourselves and cooling the temperature of our central nervous system, lessening our anxiety. We do it through a sense of touch. And if you would like to be led through a little somatic practice, and then we could do breath work to follow it. Such says, Duncan. Let's see if it works. Got you. That's what I thought you meant. All 3 chapters, not pages. I should have. I knew that's what you meant. I should have offered my own correction, and I didn't. I apologize. So our friend the Jamulance has been with us for a long time. She's come back from quite a bit of adversity, a lot that would have laid a lot of people completely flat on the backs and unwilling to get back up and keep going. She never stopped. She kept going. And she's here. And she shared that video. So I hope everyone can support her. She has refurbished. It was a medical van. It's absolutely beautiful now. Jamland says, there's a bit of tweaking to do with to the van now, but we'll definitely be off by the 24th of July during England and Wales. That's so awesome. And it's just great to know. 24th of July, that's not far at all. Less than 20 days. Hey, Wild Army says, hi, Eric. Hi, crew. Just catching up with everyone before I go back to the daily grind tomorrow. I appreciate that I'm on your list. Can you stop by? Can we do breath work? Yes. So you want to do the somatic practice as well? Give me a thumbs up if you want to start with that. Okay, please. All right, guys, we're going to do some somatic practice. This is a grounding based upon self-touch. It is to, again, it cools the temperature of our anxiety. It lowers that threshold of discomfort that we have in the central nervous system. So I will be out of the chat. It's just going to be about 5 minutes or so. Everyone please feel free to join in. And what we're going to start with is crossing the arms in front of us. Here's what we want to do. You can have them underneath. You can have one underneath in a self hug and one on top, or you can have both on top. See what I'm doing? Very gentle. Now, there might be times you need a little more force, which is fine. Stop, pause, and just give yourself a hug. Give yourself a squeeze. What we want to do is, again, lower that threshold of anxiety. Lower the threshold of being uncomfortable. Doesn't have to be for long. However, you could also do this as long as it feels comfortable for you. And you can do it any time of the day. Now, if you bring your hands in a prayer position, it's called hand skating, very gently. Some people do this or something similar without even realizing. Because movement heals, movement grounds us. We want our movement to be very gentle. You might find when you start that you are so into that zone of anxiety that you're moving kind of fast. Allow your body to express itself as it needs to, as it wants to. And then it'll gradually start slowing down. It becomes a self caress. When you're ready, any hand that you want right in the center of the heart area, center of the chest. Just a circle. Very gentle. Calming the heart down. Lowering that threshold of discomfort. Coming home to your body, your original body. What I mean by original body is the body that's anxious, the body that is feeling agitated, the body that you're not comfortable within is not your real body. Your real body is your temporary home here on Earth. It's actually made of Earth material. It's made of heaven. It's made of stars. So at the pace that's comfortable for you, we're coming back home into the body. Hands in the prayer position. Bring your thumb up. We're going to gently breathe on the thumb. Very mindful moment. Feel the air passing across your lips. Feel the air as you breathe in, touching your nostrils. Exhale with a nice soft blowing on the thumb. When you're ready, close your eyes. We're going to do 10 rounds of breath. We're going to breathe in through the nose, and we're going to exhale through the nose. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. It's going to be a pause, and then we're going to exhale for a count of 4. All through the nose. I'm going to demonstrate breathing in, exhale through the nose. You can make that gentle snoring sound as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Very gentle. It's as if that you are imitating someone who snores very gently. And we're going to get started. Relaxed. An easy breath in through the nose, easy breath out through the nose. We're going to breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out through the nose for 2, 3. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. And in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. And in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 2, 3, 4. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4. And in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Our last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Let go of the breath completely. Just sit there for a moment with the eyes closed. Relax. At ease. At home in your body. At home here. At home with your thoughts. Letting each thought pass you by without any weight to them. Without any weight. Every thought is just a cloud, but you are that clear blue sky that is witnessed to. The sky is always unaffected by clouds. You are always unaffected by your thoughts as you let them go. Letting them go. When you're ready, open your eyes, and I will see you back in the live stream. Back in the chat. I love you. Let me say hi to Cat and Jack. Hey, Cat. Wild Army says it's Wildman. Guys, your brother had a name change. Big love. I like the name. What's up, Josh? Name a car, says Zane. Subaru Outback. Only car I've ever wanted. I appreciate that, Michael. Josh says the Royal. Zane says, hi, Josh. Do you guys like Neil Young? I love Neil Young. Tell that Yogi guy that I love Neil Young. Michael says, Yogi made a post on this channel. What do you make? A Subaru Outback. Michael says, you're going to get excited because I'm going to go ghost hunting soon. I thought you were retired, Michael. Jessica says, thank you, Eric. Jessica, you are welcome, my friend. And always, whenever. Anna Marie says, thank you so much, Miss Yogi. I needed that more than I realized. We do. We all need that healing. The problem is we don't know where to go to get it. The source of all healing is found within you because you are connected to the universe, because you are connected to God, because you are love. But we step away from that. We don't remember it. And there's not a whole lot in the world that reminds us. But all of us here, we can all serve as a reminder for each other. And know how we can do that? Find someone somewhere who needs to hear it and say that I love you. Feels weird sometimes, right? Stranger in a chat and just say I love you. It's weird because we don't do it. And it's weird because we forgot that that's who we are and what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to love each other. That's 2 out of 3 today. I didn't forget. We got one more coming up. And remember, it's 3 a day and therapeutically as needed. So if we need an extra, we do an extra. Jessica, I love you, my friend. Michael says kind of retired. They said, oh, Subaru Outback, you mean? Sorry. Yes. Yes. Bald Army says to Michael. Michael, by the way, is a great outdoors adventurer. That sounds awesome. Kind of retired, semi-retired. But I mainly just didn't want to have to categorize my main channel after rebranding it to storytelling. Gotcha. Jessica says yes, and I love you too, Eric. Thank you. You know what? I do appreciate hearing that. Remarkably. I go part of my life I went for very long stretches without ever hearing that. So making up for lost time. I appreciate it. It's the reason why I show up every day and look in the camera and say I love you. Sometimes in different ways, sometimes just saying I love you. And I'm going to try to do that every single day for as long as possible. For those who know me, you know I love streaks. I'm on day like 1200 and something, maybe more, of doing burpees every single day. Not as many as I used to, but still every day. Sniper says, nothing is weird to a complete weirdo. We would know, wouldn't we, Sniper? Jay says, I totally forgot. I post soccer edits. How could you forget that? It's the most important thing that I can think of right now. Walt Army says, just subbed your channel to Michael. Hey, he's got another channel all the way at the top. And Michael says, thank you so much. Subbed yours as well. And I'm going to do an investigation at a place I believe to be an undiscovered Native American burial mound. Jessica says, hi, Sniper. Walt Army says, thanks, Michael. A bit crazy over at my channel. It's okay. We deal with crazy. He says, someone says Jesus God is not real. Yeah, I hear that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What's real and what isn't real? This desk isn't real. If I were to take it apart, it would be just parts of something. And if I didn't know what those parts meant, it wouldn't be even resembling a desk, right? So is it a desk or is it desk parts? Is it parts that I can put together to make a desk? If you examine it even further under a nuclear microscope, we see that it's actually made up of cells, and that its cells are made up of molecules. The molecules are made up of atoms, and the atoms are made up of particles, which are made up by subatomic particles. And yet, those subatomic particles don't even really exist. They're nothing more than vibrations. What was it that caused the great vibration? God. God is in all of that. And God is the cohesiveness that brings it all together. That same description of the desk is the same with my body, the same with your body. We were literally thoughts appearing in the mind of God. As for Jesus, Jesus is that great symbol of absolute love that resides in your heart and in your thoughts, in your mind, the one mind that we all share. So, really, to say that Jesus is unreal is akin to saying that we are unreal. We're all sons of God, daughters, depending on the language that you prefer. Shirley says, Hawk Joe has a lot of brothers with him. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, Shirley. What's Joe doing today? I saw him up, and I popped in on someone else's channel for a bit. I was hanging out with Skits for a while. I actually sang over on Skits's. Hey, Daisy. Daisy, how are you? Bot Army says, this channel is awesome. You're talking my language, Eric. Well, thanks, Bot Army. I love talking about all that stuff. That's the whole basis of my channel. We do other stuff, we sing, we have fun, we joke. But we do that because it brings us joy, and joy is what it's all about. Do you want to know if God exists? When you are in a pure moment of joy, there's nothing but the thought of God. God is joy. When your heart breaks completely open, this infinite spaciousness, and you just find that you're in love with everything and everyone, you're experiencing God. I wrote a whole book about that. I'm reading it at 5 a.m. If anyone manages to get up out of bed at 5 a.m., besides me and Cat and Jack and Shirley. For Shirley, it's even earlier. So they were doing burpees. Who would have thought? Michael says, just somebody on both accounts. So Michael is great outdoors. Michael Burkeen. Jessica says, hi, Daisy, and hi to Shirley. Pepper says, to Zane, if you believe in your heart, then it's real. Where did that go? Oh. We are made in the creative spirit, a fractal source. We manifest just like the big boss. Now, Sniper's speaking my language. When we talk about fractals, here says, are you sub to my channel, Yogi? Trying to hit 100 subs? I gotta be. I can't imagine that I wouldn't be. But I have two. I have a support channel. Let me make sure that I'm subbed on once. And let's see where you are. You're at 71. Let's see how close we can get you here. Is there anyone here not subscribed to JR Gym Journey? And if you're not, could you consider? I haven't known JR long, but he's proven to be a really good friend. I love his channel. I love when he comes in and visits us. All right, I'm getting you on my second channel. That brings you to 72, guys. We are 78 away. If we could help our friend JR Gym Journey. I'd love having a mission. I love having a task at hand. Specifically when that task is helping someone. You are at 73 right now. I wonder if maybe our good friend Nathan would possibly wander over. Everyone is saying hi. Hey, Jace. Hey, Gilbert. Gilbert says, good morning, Yogi. Good morning, Gilbert. Hey, thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the, what's it called when that happens? Joni Mitchell song. It says, I'd like 23. Let's go. It's a beautiful live stream. Thank you for having me up. Hey, Dan. Poor Man's Gym is here. Michael says this investigation video is going to be interesting because I'm going to be speaking a little bit of Cherokee. Jessica says, when the sun breaks through the cloud, the darkest storm clouds, that's God's work. Amen to that. Thank you for that, Jessica. Jay said hi, says greeting brothers. Dan says, Yogi Man. Hey, Mercy. Mercy's here. Said hello to everyone. Mercy, my friend, it's so awesome to see you. Baldman says, it's a beautiful thing, bro. Respect to you. JR Jim says, thank you so much, Yogi. Appreciate you. You're welcome. Like I said, I speaking of appreciation, I appreciate your channel and what you're doing, the mission that you're on. So, one more time, is everyone here subscribed? 77. 23 more to go, guys. It says Yokester Bro, Dan Bro, Jace Bro, Jessica, JR Jim Bro, Gilbert Bro. All the bros. As Shirley would say, all the bros. It says everyone in the chat, much love. Hey, Reluctant Gamer. Did I miss Gravity Core Fitness? Fast Buck. There he is. JR Jim just subscribed, left a message, slow chat. Yogi, Jace, Shirley, Gilbert, and Anna. So make sure that everyone gets back to the people that are supporting them. Keep it circulating. Jessica sent some love to Fast. I'm not sure if I'm subscribed to Fast Buck, but we're going to find out in just a moment. Bring up your channel. I am. I remember your cat. JR says, thank you, Gravity Core Fitness, and everyone else that subs. You're all amazing people. They are. They are amazing people. Hey, JR, you're going to love Mark's channel. There's a couple fitness-based channels, say well-being channels, because in my opinion, Mark and Joe, Gravity Core Fitness, they talk as much, if not more, actually, about emotional health. In truth, it's just health. If you have a very fit body but you're emotionally suffering, then you don't have well-being. If you have a weak body, if you have a body that is suffering any kind of illness, you don't need to be a bodybuilder. You don't need to be a 100-rep burpee practitioner, but you want to be fit enough that you can do your everyday activities pain-free. Anyway, emotional, spiritual, physical, it's all one thing. And nothing should ever be neglected. Mark and Joe have that covered, as does Jace, as does Paul and Mel. Ash, third day in a row. Ash is on a streak. I appreciate that, Ash. Mercy sent some love. Thank you, Mercy. Michael's getting a second cup of coffee. Man, I wish I could get a second cup of coffee. Just doesn't agree with me. One of the concessions I had to make. Yeah, Dan says if you're in shape and suffering mentally, it will definitely affect you physically. Absolutely. I think probably both you and I know that pretty well, Dan. Hey, Jacob. JR says, I agree, Yogi. Yep, that's in the description of your channel. You allude as much to the mental as you do to the physical. I appreciate that. So, guys, we're trying to get JR Gym Journey up to 100 subs. He's at 77 right now. If anyone is not subscribed, if you could, Mercy, I love you too, my friend. Seppa says, what I see from Mark and Joe is that they have respect and time for every single person in their lives and anyone around them in the flesh, especially down the pub. One love, Gravity Core Fitness. Ash says, hi, Jace. How you been? Jace says, hi, Ash. Hi, it's been a while. Yep, Ash has been in 3 days in a row. Before that, I think it was a couple weeks ago we saw you, but it's been intermittent. Praveen, my friend, how are you? Let's see. The gym place says it's the nature place says it's JR Gym Journey on my nature channel. I wanted to show Jace the dog I used to have on this channel, by the way. I love you, dog, Jace. Let's mod you up with this one too. Mark, thank you so much, my friend. It's greatly appreciated and greatly comes in handy. Hey, Adam. Adam, I was thinking about you when I was over on Skitzes because I sang a Bob Dylan song, an old 1963 Bob Dylan song. He says, Ash, not bad. Xena has grown lots now, though. Ash says, Hughes at 77. I want to make sure I'm sub to them. Our friend JR. Jessica says, I'm not overwhelmed anymore. Jessica, that's awesome. JR Gym Journey, he's right up top, Ash. So, Jessica, now that we're feeling not overwhelmed, we want to remember that physiological sigh. And if we feel that sense of we're inching in that direction, we're going to arrest that feeling. We're going to give ourselves some love, and we're going to do that breath. That's where we breathe in, sip in air, and sigh. We're going to keep it in the reserve. If you feel we're heading in that direction, we arrest it, we come back to center. Mark, thank you again. Adam says, man, I missed it. Maybe you got to come by this evening? Maybe we'll sing that one more time. Jace says, I got you, JR. Thank you, Jace. Jace always comes through for us. No matter who it is, Jace always comes through for us. You are at 78. 22 more to go, guys. Jessica says, okay, I remember. And if you needed here, just let me know. Fastback said, sub to your nature. We got more Jacob Love. Nature Play says, everything on this channel is either pets I have had or things I've seen nature based. I love nature too. I've had so many passions over time. Hard to decide where the channel that energy sometimes. Yeah, that's why I'm all over the place. It was suggested to me when I first started to pick something, pick a lane and stay in it. Otherwise, YouTube wouldn't know what to make of my channel. And I just couldn't do it. I am based upon one thing. My channel is based upon the what's called the yamas and the niyamas, which are the ethical foundation of yoga. Non-harmfulness, kindness, gentleness, humbleness, extending yourself to other people, and the principles of Course in Miracles, which align with yoga, which is again being kind and forgiving. Forgiveness and kindness is your pathway back to God realization, awakening, ultimately enlightenment. Simple path. So we do all the stuff to help us feel kind. We do all the stuff that helps us reconnect with each other, with our truest selves, and with God. That's what my channel is all about. If I missed some comments, I apologize. Jessica says I will. Adam says I'm scheduled. My schedule is hard to predict when I'm in Huntsville. I forgot that you were still there. How much longer are you going to be there? Fastbuck says, big love from Scotland. Thank you, my friend. Hey, let's make it easier for you to sub to people. Fastbuck. Much easier when you're a mod. We got more Jacob love. Mark says, thank you, Squirrel, for your kind words. Snoot. And hey, Jacob, brother. Adam says, what kind of pets do you have, Nature Place? Rest of the day. How long of a drive do you have to get back home? You've refreshed JR Jim's journey. Hey, if you look at his videos, 22 to go, still at 78. If you look at his videos, scroll down to the bottom, and actually see the amazing transformation that he made. Literally an amazing transformation. There's one particular video, you versus you. Hey, Kazros. 1 hour drive. Not bad. No, not bad at all. So obviously, one thing my channel is about, breath work. Breath work is an essential part of yoga. If anyone is familiar with Raja Yoga, also called Ashtanga Yoga, not to be confused with that style of yoga. Ashtanga Yoga means 8. Ashtanga means 8. So it's the 8 limbs of yoga. And the 8 limbs are the yamas, ethical restraints. We restrain from one thing so the opposite grows. Personal observances, cleanliness, discipline. There's 5 of each. Then we have the yoga asanas, postures. Everyone's familiar with that. Such a small part of all of yoga. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, which is considered the guidebook, um, the source of all yoga knowledge, the interior yoga, 197 sutras, which are little pithy, wise passages. I believe that the postures are mentioned 3 times, and they all pertain to how to sit in meditation. And then we have the breath work, prana, cultivating prana. Prana being that the subtlest form of energy that animates everything in the universe itself, the breath of God. Then we have what's called pratyahara, which is withdrawal of the senses. We're always so focused on the outer world, we forget there's no such thing as an outer world. There's no outer world. Everything stems from within. This was pointed out in the Bible. Jesus says the kingdom of heaven is within. And then we spend literally lifetimes looking for the path to go to heaven somewhere eventually far away. Hey, Chris. Chris, how are you? Chris says, so Yogi and everyone. Hey, Chris. If it's not too much, and if it's, that's fine. Our friend J.R. Jim, who's up above there, is shooting to get 100 subs, and he's at 78 right now. Thank you, Chris. He's at 80. I misspoke. Let me go all the way down to the bottom here. Chris, let's see. Oops. Chris, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Jessica is going to my corner. We are here with you. Chris is good. Ash says, we're at quote time, by the way. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clean the path. Beautiful. That reminds me of the Persian poet, Rumi, and his poem, The Guest House. Anyone wants to hear it, let me know, because I'm always looking for an excuse to read Rumi. Chris is just subbed. Don't stress, do your best, and forget the rest. $81 subs, 19 to go. You guys are awesome. Hi, Anna. Just because it's hard doesn't make it impossible. You can do it. Ash. Hey, Ash, you're writing this stuff down, right? You got your own notebook when you're writing it down? Jay says, Anna, hiya. Happy Sunday. Jessica says, did Skits leave? Skits, are you still with us? Jared says, thanks, Yogi. For real, it's the mindset that changed more than anything. You can't see the battles won inside the body. Just came with it. I found myself more and more even till this day. Ash says, yeah, I am writing everything down so I can type it later. Type it up here. Wild Army says, come on, guys, give JR a big fat sub. It's hard work doing these channels. It is hard work. Hey, Joe. Joe says, Matsuyori, stopping by for getting ready for morning services. Thank you so much, Hawk. How were your reps today? Ash says, Jace says, hey, Hawk. Ash says, people don't change, they just reveal who they are, reveal who they truly are. Hey, Easy Home Cooking. I enjoyed popping in your live stream today. Adam says, Chris, I'm a little jealous. I might go to a dog park later. Might be kind of weird if I don't have a dog. Not weird at all. We need dog company. It's been a bit for me. It's been too long for me. Joe got in some seals. Easy says, so my friend, thank you for my live support. You're welcome. I was happy to do it. Happy to be there. Let's check out, again, guys, JR Jim Journey is shooting for 100 subs. He's at 81 right now. If anyone's not subscribed, if you don't mind, be much appreciated by JR and all of us as well. We're here to support. And it says, hi, Joe. I enjoyed so much doing the workout. Ash says, create a life you can't wait to wake up to. In a big sense, I have. I enjoy getting up every morning. I enjoy the earliness. I enjoy my breath work, my meditation, my yoga practice. Absolutely love that 1 cup of coffee. When you lower it down to 1 cup, that 1 cup becomes very important, really becomes sacred. It's part of my writing. I know I'm ready to write when the coffee hits the desk. Chris says, it's okay to go look at all the cute doggies. Milk and I used to have a practice. We would stop by pet stores, play with all the dogs, as many as we could. Yeah, it's never wrong to go someplace, even if they're not your dogs. It's never wrong to go someplace where you get to hang out with dogs and cats and all animals. Just says I told Leo I can't do that challenge for the injury. It's still affecting me, so I'm doing stools instead. 500 reps of anything is a lot of reps every day. It's a lot of even once, let alone every day. Ash says, by the way, if you scroll up, I've been typing a lot of quotes. You have. I'm trying to keep up with them. Joe says, hey to nature. Jared says, hi, Anna. I cannot then thank you enough, Yogi, for taking time to promote my channel and asking people to sub. You didn't have to. It's a pleasure to have all your sub be part of the journey. That's why I did it, to be part of the journey. I don't want to be left behind. You're onto something big, JR. I love my YouTube family. And I only say YouTube not to make it sound separate, but just to distinguish. And then all the sub-genres. Fitness people, the nature people, the combination of nature and fitness people. You might find it odd. I don't have a whole lot of fellow yogis except for Goga, the greatest yogi of them all. Although I do consider all of you guys yogis in your own right. I can explain that if you want. Jace is a yogi. Sniper is a yogi. Chris is a yogi. Cat and Jack, toy pups. Michael. Hey, Trapper Born, how are you? I have been well. Thanks for that. Hey, Jory. Jory says, "What's up, everyone? Much love and blessings, everyone. Hope you have a great day. Do big things in your life, amazing, worthy, and keep pushing for better. Never give up. More in life to give up." Thank you so much for dropping in that positive message. Here's what I find, though. When I go to a lot of yoga channels, a lot of yogis are trying to out-yogi the next yogi. And I have zero interest in why I have just a yogi. Not anything special, not a great teacher. I'm actually only a 200-hour qualified yoga teacher. However, I am a Chopra certified, Deepak Chopra certified primordial sound meditation teacher, as well as a general meditation certified teacher, and twice pranayama and breathwork coach, instructor. I wanted to incorporate the entirety of yoga, not just the physical, just the asanas. So that's what I try to do. Thank you, Easy. Jay says, Adam, go back to the beginning of my channel. It all started with 10 press-ups, and it wasn't that long ago. 10 sit-ups and 10 squats once a day for a short time, then increase the number slowly. Who knew he'd be doing all kinds of crazy stuff? Ash says, the harder you work for something, the greater you feel when you achieve it. This is true. I know that from ultra running. Sempa says, more wizard than yogi, but I'll happily take that title. Yep, the type of wizard you're talking about, it's the same thing as far as I can see. You are in realization of that ultimate oneness. Yoga means to yoke, to bring together, to join that which is already joined. A wizard works with the functionality of unicity. That sounded kind of fancy of saying a wizard works with the oneness of the universe. What Army says, I am nature fitness and exploring Truth Hunter with help from the big guy. I like that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to fall behind in the chat more so than before. But we're going to bring up Wild Army real quick. Please read description. Boots on the ground, looking for answers. I started exploring urban exploring, prepping, and foraging. I then came to the realization this world was not all it seems. Sniper could be right up your alley, right there. A strange journey through time with the Wild Army, looking for truth and answers. Let's lift the veil. Please see my past videos and playlists for a journey through time. Subscribe and come along for the ride. Just wanted to read that from our friend Wild Army. These channels are important, guys, for a number of reasons. One, if it's important to you. If it's important for you, it's important for me. For all of us. Easy's got to go. Thank you, my friend. Easy, I appreciate you coming in. Go on Life says, hi, Jace, sir. Hey, Go on Life. Zephyr says, with abundance, Eric, as it flows. Life says, how are you? I'm good. How are you? It's nice to see you. Ash says, well, got to go. I'll see you tomorrow. The streak continues, Ash. Let me see where our friend JR is. 81. 19 to go, guys. Life says, so everyone in life. For anyone who just came in, our friend, you can find his link right up above. JR Journey. We are hoping to get him as close to 100 as possible. JR Jim Journey. If anyone is not subscribed, he could reach out and do so. He will leave a message on one of his videos, and he can connect back to you. Jessica says, you're a great teacher. Thank you so much, Jessica. I really appreciate that. I really like thinking of myself as a friend. Anna says, I love your quotes, Ash. Thank you. Ash says, you're welcome, and I'm glad to do so. I'm glad you do. Himada says, nice. Thanks for coming in, Himada. Adam says, Jace, did you work out without weight? I like that you were targeting all the muscle groups. Dan says, getting closer on those fills, Jace? Getting real close? What do you mean, Dan? Super says, Jared, come in again in 3 hours and 25 minutes, and we'll get to 100 tonight. Hey, thank you for that, Sniper. Jared, we might be able to get you. Okay, let's say we're going to do it. Pardon me, Sniper, for that little moment of doubt. Let's get you to 100 by tonight. Jay says, Adam, I've only started using weight in the last few months. Managed to get a good shape naturally and gently over time. Now it's enjoyable. JR says, not known Jace or Yogi Long, but I can say for sure they're both legends and both have great channels. Why didn't I get a serious granddad that wanted to do burpees growing up? Blessings to you both. Thank you so much. Praveen says, so Yogi, sir. Hello, Praveen. How's the soccer match going? Adam says, I'm thinking of getting some 10-pound dumbbells pretty soon there, Jace. Oh. The lead frills. Got you. Working on some music. JR says, legends. Tweet says, rating here very heavily. Mobile network fluctuating. Tweet says, hello to Anna. It's monsoon season for you, right? Jay says, Dan, can't wait to hear it. Anna says, how to percolate fish. So, JR Jim Journey, shooting for 100 subs. If anyone here is not subscribed, be a great favor if you could. Praveen says, yes, Yogi, sir. Hey, speaking of great stuff, and I was, because I was talking about JR Jim's Journey, which is a great channel. Cat and Jack has a new short up. It's a work of art. Absolutely beautiful. Everything Cat does is a work of art. She would probably shake her head, but consider myself a great appreciator of art. My entire life, I've only wanted to be one thing only, and that was an artist. I was drawn into the mystical. Reminds me of Van Morrison, Into the Mystic. Um, and that's actually when art really started to blossom for me. My writing took on a shape of its own when I began writing about, um, let's call it the ineffable. How do you write? The ineffable means can't be described. How do you describe what can't be described? That's the life of poetry, to do your best. I saw that you were there, Praveen. You're the one that actually reminded me of that. Yes, I saw and commented immediately. Awesome, Cat and Jack, Auntie. So, anyway, I appreciate art, and Cat is an artist. And speaking of artists, you know, I can name that with all of you guys. Look what Jason's done with his body. But not only that, he's a great singer. He's a poet. Of course, the greatest expression of art is your life, how you live it. Um, Speaking of artists, Praveen, where are you on your subs? Ever going 57.4K. Go hit 60 this week. On his way for 100K. He's an amazing YouTuber. You know what? He's even more amazing. He's an amazing friend. More so than being a YouTuber, he's an amazing friend. Not actually sure how I got so fortunate as to get him as a friend like this, or all of you guys, to be honest. JR Jim is at 82 subscribers. We got him one more, 18 to go. We can get 18 tonight. Hey, Sniper, if you remind me, we could, even if JR Jim doesn't have the opportunity to pop in, we can drop his link and we can keep mentioning it. Praveen says Yogi Sir is the best. Thank you, Praveen. And it says, do you do watercolors, JR? JR says, thank you, Percolated Fish. We had Percolated Fish come up and sing one of the happiest songs ever last night, and then give an amazing talk about religion, spirituality, Course in Miracles, diet. We talked about diet. Jessica said hi to Anna. So we're going to wrap up the afternoon. Thank you, Sniper. Sniper says, great idea. Wrap up the afternoon. Sniper says, zinc ready for later. Jace, thank you so much. I told you he was a poet, not to mention an extremely wonderful friend. There was a guy called Yogi. He always liked to please. You see him 3 times a day, but never on his knees. He often uses the kettles and sometimes rings the bell. That's why he left our Yogi, because we know him well. Peace. Peace. Speaking of that, for my dear friend, my soul friend, Jace, Thank you so much. I do sometimes ring the bell. I ring the bell upon request, and man, when the heart just needs to hear it. And because of Jace, it needed to hear it. Give me 1 second. I talk about this with Toy Pups a lot. You know what's a great thing with the super chat? It isn't the monetary currency. It's the exchange of energy. It's putting in that message that means everything. Beautiful words, a great sentiment, something designed to touch your heart and put a huge smile on your face. Jace does that so well. Our friend Maddie does that so well. Chris says, nice. Thank you, Chris. JR says, I think it's just paint. It's one where you have the tiny numbers and match up with the paint numbers. Going to take a good couple weeks. I love doing that. I got one sitting on a shelf that I've had for years. I've never gotten around to. I think that's a wonderful thing to do on a live stream. I've often wondered if Chris would ever consider doing that. I might have mentioned it to you before, Chris. Paint by numbers. I'm a big fan of Bob Ross, by the way. Adam says, has anyone ever tried blindfold painting? No. You know what I've always wanted to try? Echolocating, running, walking, skateboarding. You do it blindfolded, and you learn to listen to the echoes to direct you how to do it, where to go. It says, much love to all. May the rest of the weekend be pleasant and joyful. You too, my friend. I know you're getting ready for bed soon. Although it wouldn't surprise me if you got in one more session. JR says, you too, Jace. Chris says, have a paint by numbers. I might be doing henna on my channel soon. That would be awesome. Is that something that you would learn, or is that something you already know, Chris? Adam says, very cool, Chris. JR says, let's get this live to 50 likes. Where are we now? 43? Well, I'll be shutting things down in just a minute. But I will be back in just over 3 hours. We might sing some Bob Dylan tonight. Chris says, yes, I love henna. I got it done yesterday. I want to learn it. You know, that's another thing I love about YouTube. It doesn't have to, when you have your channel, it doesn't have to be something that you're good at. You could use it as a learning experience and a reason to learn something. Chris loves henna. Take people on your journey as you learn how to do it. Adam says, I swear blindfold painting's kind of fun, especially if you use India ink and a big brush. Black Gamer says, Jace, nice super chat. Absolutely. Thank you, Gamer. Anna says, thank you, Jace. Much love to you. And to everyone, may the rest of your weekend be pleasant and joyful too. Thank you, Anna. Jace says, reluctant. Praveen says, so much positivity. JR says, see you soon, Yogi. Thanks again for the support. Peace to everyone. Peace to you. All right, we'll wrap it up. Chris says, yes, I agree. Man, YouTube is wide open. YouTube is wide open for nature dog realms. For Adam, for Jace, you don't need a particular thing. Be yourself. I'd rather have a Chris channel than a like just one thing type of channel. You know what I mean? I go to Chris. I never know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to play a game, or we're going to take a walk. We're going to have a great conversation. Now that I know there's going to be some henna, it just opens up another door. It's a Chris channel, and Chris is infinitely fascinating. So is Toys Pup. Did I say that right? So is Toy Pups. So is Cat and Jack. Of course, I'm a little biased with Cat and Jack. And Adam. Guys, have you spent time hanging out with Adam and his channel? You might be surprised. So one last thing, because we're talking about painting. Jay says, share the positive energy. Amen to that. Chris says, you are so kind, and so are you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jessica. Adam says, I smile a little bigger after being here. Thank you, all beautiful people here. I agree. Monet. Monet painted his water lilies, my favorite period. My favorite paintings. Used to be, I love Vincent van Gogh. I love the thickness of his work. It's so tactile in a visionary sense. You look at Van Gogh, the thickness of the layer after layer, the vibrancy, and you feel it with your eyes. Monet's different. Monet is soft. He was in his 80s and nearly blind when he did water lilies. Hey, we were talking about you, Toy Pups. I was talking about you. Toy Pup says, hi, Yogi. Hi, chat. How's everyone? We're good, Toy Pups. That's okay. I'm wrapping things up, though, my friend. I hope we can talk soon this week. Anna says hi to Toy Pups. Toy Pup says, love you guys. We love you too. So here's what we're going to close off with. Jessica, just in case, we're going to do that physiological sigh. She says, had you feel, brother? Yeah. No, I will do that on the last live stream. Thanks for the reminder, though. I got them handy. Physiological sigh. We breathe in deep through the nose, from the belly all the way up to the chest. And then we sip in air as if topping off a gas tank. Then we exhale through the mouth, pursed lips, big sigh, gentle though. As long as you can gently extend that breath out. And then we repeat. We're going to do that 3 times. We started off with breath work. We're going to finish with breath work. Here we go. Breathing in, breath number 1. Deep, top it off. Exhale. Keep it gentle. Just sit for a moment. Breath number 2. Breathing in. Top it off. Sigh. Breath number 3. Breathing in nice and deep. Top it off. Sigh. Let your lips play in a smile. Prayer position. I love you guys. I'm going to see everyone in about 3 hours. Take care, Praveen. Toy Pup says, I see the love, just not wear my glasses. Thanks for bringing the love, Toy Pups. Adam says, I'm visually impaired as well. Jessica says, love you, Eric. I love you too, Jessica. Bye, Praveen. Thanks, guys. Anna says, thank you so much, Yogi. Thank you, Anna. All right. Take care, guys.